Welcome to episode 141 of Business Growth School for Service Providers. I'm your host Ali Salman, and this podcast is brought to you by Rapid Boost Marketing, online marketing for SoCA service providers. Today we are talking about Snapchat for service providers. I mean, if you're a local dentist, lawyer, accountant, plumber, do you need a Snapchat, right? Should you be on a Snapchat as a local service provider? Now, let's look at who uses Snapchat. So we know that Snapchat users are a dedicated bunch. I mean, like, people who are using Snapchat, they are logging into it 54% of them, they use it daily, right? And 32% of them use upwards of 5 times a week. So if we combine them, 86% of the people are actually basically using Snapchat multiple times during the week. So that means that they are very dedicated. Second thing is the misunderstood myth is that, well, most of the Snapchat users are millennials. Actually, no. 26% of Snapchat users are from 25 to 34. 12% of Snapchat users are from 35 to 54. So if you look at around 38% of Snapchat users come from the age group 25 to 54-year-old. That's like a good bunch. For a lot of service providers, they are their decision makers. I mean, a mom, basically a working professional, right? They all come under that age demographic. So the question is, should you be on Snapchat? Well, if your audience is on Snapchat, right, then you should be on Snapchat. But also, being on Snapchat shouldn't be on the cost of hey, you know what, I'm not doing my Facebook well, or I'm not doing my LinkedIn well. Well, if you have extra resources, if you have outside resources, then you can leverage that. But if you're comparing between social media channels, then it's better to be on Facebook or it's better to be on LinkedIn for your local service business, right, than on Snapchat. But if you already have maxed out those channels, you are actively engaging on those channels, then Snapchat is a definitely good platform to look into. Now, basics of Snapchat, right? There's three kind of messaging you can do. There's text messaging, there's image messaging, there's video messaging, right? And you can also kind of do three kinds of chat. So there's individual chat, there's a group chat, and there's a live chat, right? Live chat is kind of a video call, I would say. Also, you can do Snapchat story. So a lot of you have probably have seen Instagram stories. It's similar, Snapchat stories are exact similar, and they stay there for 24 hours, right? Okay. Also, Snapchat, how basically you can use it for business. Now you can run good promotions, social media promotions on on Snapchat. You can have coupon codes, right? Okay, ask people to basically share a screenshot. You can send people to your blog or an opt-in or an email opt-in, right? Okay, so there's a lot of different ways that you can engage users on Snapchat, and all of that I've actually enclosed in the show notes at rapidboostmarketing.com/grow. Also, you can run takeovers and swaps, right? Basically this is another creative way. You can also run influencer campaigns. You can apply custom geo filters, right? Okay, you can do event coverage on it. You can basically do some behind the scenes look, right? How does your company operates, right? Maybe there is your day to day, try to document what's happening in your business, because people are very curious about it. Maybe you're an interior designer, maybe you're a plumber, and you're at a job and you're fixing something, and you actually took videos of that, right? Product or a service demos are again really good example. Around Snapchat advertising, you can do kind of four kind of advertising, right? They kind of divide it into four subsections. There's an article based advertising. You can basically create a rich multimedia page that can include text, inline video, or GIFs. You can also have an app install campaign. You can have a long form video where the video comes in, right? Okay, upwards of 10 minutes, right? And you can also have basically a web view, right? So take them to a landing page or a website. Now, we know that the content stays there for 24 hours, so the view rates are much higher on Snapchat than Facebook. It's Facebook is basically 1% and Snapchat is much more. So that's that's a good thing for businesses which they can leverage, right? You can also cross promote social media accounts. So let's say promote your Snapchat on your Twitter, on your Facebook, and on your LinkedIn profiles, right? Okay. Also, Snapchat really works really well for instant gratification. I mean, like an example, running a 24-hour flash sale, right? Okay. Urgency and exclusivity creates a winning formula on Snapchat, right? So Snapchat geo filters, you can basically apply that to all of that. I've actually mentioned that in the show notes. You guys can go over that. What are the core KPIs? KPIs, you can filter it out through views, geo filter use, geo filter views, promotion redemption, and screenshots, right? Okay. And yeah, end of the day, because some of the tricks and tips I'm going to give it to you is basically create a custom snap code for your brand logo, right? Export the data into the Snapchat through your CRM, connect that there, create a video snap, right? And basically try to showcase behind the scenes, right? Okay, products, service, valuable how-tos, right? Develop a campaign with a hook and offer, and drive your followers to view your content on your website with a good call to action. I'll catch you tomorrow bright and early in episode 142 of Business Growth School for service providers. Don't forget to check out our yesterday's episode, which was about using Google Analytics to analyze the behavior of your website visitors. I'll catch you tomorrow bright and early. My name is Ali Salman, and this podcast is brought to you by Rapid Boost Marketing, online marketing for service providers. Have a good day, guys. Make it count. Bye bye.